Hello, my friend. In this video, we're going to cover why you're not meeting good women, even if you're rich. And this topic came about because I was talking to a past client that lives in Spain, and he was telling me that he finds it hard to connect with Spanish women because most of them are very non-traditional, very feminist, with extreme ideas, going out, partying. And I was just listening quietly and thinking about the feedback that I'm going to give him as a friend, which is that you're creating that reality by your own belief. So the fact that you're saying this out loud, the fact that you think with such conviction that you live in the capital of Spain and you are not able to find a woman who is a good woman to you for a relationship because most of them are, crazy feminists. Well, congratulations. You just created that reality for yourself. Your beliefs create your reality. And I'm not going to go into some insanely spiritual rant here with reality transurfing, but it is a thought worth considering because I've been quietly watching this happen for the past years, especially with many male influencers in the manosphere, quote unquote, spreading many ideas about women not being good nowadays and certain beliefs that you're going to find it very hard to find good women out there. And I'm not going to be in this video the defender, the white knight of women either. There are some bad women, but there are some also good women out there. And it seems that we're always in a battle of extremes. So maybe some years ago, we were in such a extreme where you couldn't say anything bad about women because you were considered a misogynist. And then we got the pushback, which is in the past few years, everybody started saying that, okay, the Western woman is finished, she's partying all day, you're not going to find any wife material women out there. And I see guys who have everything going on for them. They have good money. As I was saying, even if you're rich, they have good money, they have a good health, they are reading, they're good quality guys. And surprise, surprise, they don't seem to be finding any woman that they want to spend their life with. And the question is why? Well, you can cover this issue from many different aspects. One aspect could be where are you trying to meet women? I covered in another video that in my experience, the best way is to do cold approach. You access every type of woman. But we can also look at it from the mental inner aspect, which is what I was telling to this past client, which is okay, there may be some trends that women in Western countries have certain qualities nowadays. Yes, that's undeniable. But what benefit does it give you if your goal is to meet a partner for long term, to think that most of the women in your city are not fitting that criteria? Is that helping you or is that going against you? And that's the only question that matters where when you are thinking what to focus on. Not only what to believe, but what to focus on. Because what you focus on is what you believe is your reality. So this is something that happened even to me, and I have to constantly remind myself of these lessons. I remember in 2021, I was doing a tour in Spain, around Spain, helping clients with their dating life. And I was living before that some months in Eastern Europe. So when I went to Spain, and I remember going to Barcelona and then going to Madrid, I had these same thoughts like, oh my God, this is so horrible. All I see is extreme feminist. This is like very bad. And it was the time of the masks as well. So it was like a huge change between Eastern Europe and Western Europe. And I remember in the plane to Madrid, from Barcelona to Madrid, I caught myself and I said, what am I thinking? What am I doing? How does this help me? It doesn't. What is my goal here? My goal is to have an amazing event in Madrid, and my goal is to help my clients find amazing women. How is the belief that this is a horrible place to find good women gonna help me with those goals? It will not. And there's a phrase which I really like, which is, if you believe you can, you're right. If you believe you can't, you're also right. And this sums up the whole issue. If nowadays you believe that you're living in the US, let's say in a big city, New York, you're living in LA, and you think, oh my God, it's full of crazy, super feminist, non traditional, and non-wife quality women, well, congratulations, you just created that reality for yourself. So the wider point with this, number one, take into account what beliefs you're allowing to enter your mind. Why do you have such belief? Who put it there? Was it intentional by you, or was it just by chance? You watching some social media videos and you're getting kind of sucked into the beliefs of another person. And there's another phrase which is very good, which is, if you do not have a plan, you will be someone else's plan. Another person has an incentive to convince you that there are no good women out there, and maybe you have to do something that he wants you to do, persuasion, right? So why is that belief in your mind? Is that helping you? And not only in this sense, like the belief of there are good women or not good women out there, but just evaluate all of the beliefs that you have in your mind and think, does this serve me or does this work against me? And especially in dating, there are so many beliefs nowadays that guys have that are totally crippling them whenever they're trying to go out there, meet women, have a connection, and find their ideal girlfriend. And especially successful, rich guys, 7 and 8 figure business owners, the ones I work with, have many beliefs that, again, are not going to help them. If you think that striking a conversation with a woman on the street or in a park, on a mall, is something that is not good, and you shouldn't talk to strangers, you shouldn't try to connect with your neighbor, with the person that you find in the same place as you, well, then you're going to be very limited in your dating options. As a summary, evaluate the beliefs that you have. And if right now you're not meeting quote unquote good women, wife quality women you'd like to spend more time with, think, do I even believe that these women exist? And if I don't, why is that? And if I don't, why don't I change it starting today? Because I will tell you, my friend, there are in fact many incredible women out there waiting to meet a good, high quality man. You just have to fix your mind, your inner self, and then fix also your outer self, the actions that you're doing to meet them. To not only rely on dating apps, to not only rely on Instagram. What are you showing to a woman if the only way you can meet her is through a screen? What are you telling her? What are you telling to yourself, to your confidence, to your certainty as a man? So again, evaluate your beliefs, evaluate your actions. And if you'd like to work with me to get this result, I help 7 and 8 figure business owners to find their ideal girlfriend by meeting them in person without relying on dating apps or social media. That's it for today's video, and see you on the next one.